I moved from Kansas to New Zealand. Something happened when I got to New Zealand. I realized nobody knows who I am. They don't know my backstory. I can write the script all over again. And it was both liberating and confounding because then I didn't know who I was anymore. Identity is at the heart of imposter syndrome. When I am going outside of my known identity, that's when imposter syndrome shows up. It's that fear of like a new environment. How do I show up here? Because I'm not used to that. First, I went all the way wild. I'm like, and then I was the loud American. I was like, oh God, I don't want to be that. So I brought all the way back and became the super reserved American. I also found I had to relearn all the core lessons of my life because I was redefining who I was. The truth of who I was kept showing up. And that gave me an opportunity to pick up something and be like, is this really who I am? Is this who I want to be anymore? As I continued to do that, I began interacting more with other people, different cultures. I went on to travel around the world a couple of times, lived in 7 different countries, and through those cultural experiences, realized that all of us are really trying to find better ways to understand and communicate with other people. And that starts with listening, and it starts with self-awareness. And that, if anything, would be my gift. I want to be clear too, I'm not a mental health specialist and I'm not a psychiatrist or any of that. My understanding of imposter syndrome is a sign that we've moved outside of our comfort zone, which is a good thing. Our brains are wired for protection. Whenever it starts to notice unfamiliarity, it starts to send up signals of like, back off, back away, this isn't for you, you're not right. And those come out in this form of, I don't think I belong here. What if they find out that I don't know as much as they think I know? Wow, a lot of people are watching me all of a sudden. I could make a mistake and it's going to be a big mistake. Like the risk, everything starts until our brain convinces us to step back. If we don't learn to expand who we are, we're going to stay stuck wherever we were. But we have to let a part of us that feels unfamiliar lead a little bit for us to start feeling more natural in letting that guide us and flow with us. Fake it till you make it. When I have imposter syndrome comes up, I have a 3-step process for it. First of all, I want to say it's totally normal and it's perfectly natural to feel imposter syndrome. I think it's a healthy thing and it's sort of unhealthy. You might be a narcissist if you don't have imposter syndrome. When it does come on, the first thing to do is name it to tame it. Name it to tame it is a neurological hack that changes the brain from emotional processing to rational processing. When it's in the emotional side, it's in this uncertainty. We can't quite name it, and it creates anxiety for us. Once we've named it, our rational brain can start working on strategy. Second step is physicality. The brain responds faster to physical cues than thoughts. So you can't think your way out of it fast enough. You can use your body to trick yourself. So it's the brain body rewire or loop. Breathing in, letting the shoulders go back, feet a little bit wider, taking up more space, breathing into the stomach. These things signal to the brain, oh, I'm not an immediate threat. I'm okay. And it starts the loop where we can start to then access more of our prefrontal cortex and access what we need to do next, which is step 3. First, we've named it. Second, we've created a brain-body loop that is supportive. And third, we are coming up with our strategy of what is the next step. I don't have time in that moment to think about my strategy for the entire next hour, 15 years, whatever it is. But if I can focus on what is the next immediate step that I need to take, it allows me to create energy forward. Name it, tame it, brain-body loop, take the next step. And that's the path out of that immediate flush of imposter syndrome in the moment or on your own. Once you're past the imposter syndrome or that flash, you can unpack it. Okay, what was it? What was the part of my identity that was being challenged right there? If it goes away, you've stopped evolving. If you don't have imposter syndrome showing up, that means that you are stuck in a life that is just kind of mundane and routine. You want imposter syndrome to keep telling you that you're moving outside of your known boundaries into something hopefully bigger and brighter. Oftentimes, the most capable among us, the ones with the longest list of credentials and certificates and degrees and all those things, it doesn't ever seem to measure up to what is needed in the moment. Oftentimes, I would say when a person has gone on a learning streak, they have so many credentials and they've got all these papers, they are unable to apply all of it in that moment. How do I take all of this and apply it to this moment? It's overwhelming. So how do I deal with this? I need to take another class. I need to get more. So we get caught up. I would offer probably the number one reason why the most capable get imposter syndrome is because of comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy. Yeah. We see somebody else out there that is doing it. I don't know if you've ever done yoga. Yoga is fun. Yeah. It's really fun. My favorite class one time, the yoga teacher said, don't be looking around and thinking that they're better than you. Yeah. You don't know how many muscle relaxers that person took, right? And that's the truth. Like comparison, if I look over there and see somebody that's just crushing it on the stage, moving influencers, moving business, whatever it is, and I think, wow, I forget the whole backstory and I just see that flash of a moment of success and it becomes discordant with how I view myself. So it's easy for me to start viewing myself as less than because I've got these markers of what success looks like out there. It's perfectly normal. It's healthy. And reframe it as a positive sign that you're moving outside of your comfort zone and becoming more of who you are. Learning how to work with that and all of our emotions really is what's going to enable you to become the leader that you want to be. Name it to tame it. Use your body and take the next step. And imposter syndrome will not ruin your life.